Welcome back to our Ramadan series. By now you're probably starting to feel it, right? That Ramadan rhythm, the early mornings, the late night prayers, the constant checking of the clock before iftar. But today we're diving into day 6, a day where things start to shift. We're talking about the physical changes, the spiritual breakthroughs, and the global unity that starts to become impossible to ignore. So buckle up, grab your prayer beads, and let's get into it. Okay, let's be real. The first few days of Ramadan, they're like the tutorial level of a video game. You're figuring out the controls, getting your bearings. You're basically a noob. But by day 6, you've leveled up. Your body's like, alright, I see what you're doing here. Let's do this. That initial hunger, it's chilling out. That midday fatigue, it's taking a hike. You're more focused, more energized. And suddenly fasting doesn't feel like this impossible feat. It's like your body finally understands the assignment. And trust me, that feeling, it's about to unlock a whole new level of spiritual growth. Remember that New Year's resolution you made back in January? Yeah, the one that lasted, what, a week? Ramadan's different. By day 6, you're not just going through the motions, you're locked in. Your prayers hit different. Quran recitation, you're feeling every word. And that self-reflection we all know we should do more of? It's not just staring into space anymore. You're confronting your flaws, your intentions, the things you want to change. It's like Ramadan puts a spiritual magnifying glass on your life and you can't look away. Let's be honest, sometimes even thinking about a whole month of fasting can feel overwhelming. But guess what? You're almost a week in. You're basically a Ramadan warrior at this point. And that feeling of accomplishment, it's fuel for the soul. It pushes you to keep going, to stay dedicated. Think of it like a marathon. The first mile is always the toughest, but once you hit your stride, you get this burst of energy, this confidence that you can actually do this. That's day 6, my friends. You're hitting your stride. Chapter 4, Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, and the Art of Giving Back. Okay, let's talk about charity. Because in Islam, it's not just a suggestion box, it's a core principle. And who better to learn from than the OG himself, Prophet Muhammad, PBUH. He wasn't just generous during Ramadan, he was on another level, and by day 6 many Muslims have already stepped up their charity game. Whether it's Zakat, Sadaqah, or just lending a helping hand, that spirit of giving back, it's contagious. It reminds us that Ramadan isn't just about our own spiritual journey, it's about lifting up those around us. Chapter 5. Fasting. Good for the soul, great for the brain. Alright, time for some science. Because guess what? Fasting isn't just good for your soul, it's good for your brain too. Studies show that fasting can boost brain function, sharpen your focus, and even reduce stress levels. It's like hitting the reset button on your mental hard drive. And who couldn't use a little bit of that in their lives? So next time you're feeling that midday brain fog, remember, Ramadan's got your back. Literally. Chapter 6, Taraweeh time, from chore to spiritual recharge. Remember those first few nights of Taraweeh, the sore legs, the yawns you tried to stifle? Yeah, we've all been there. But by day 6, something magical happens. Taraweeh becomes less of an obligation and more of a sanctuary. It's that peaceful hour where you disconnect from the world and reconnect with your faith. You're listening to the Quran, reflecting on its meaning, and feeling that sense of community that only comes from praying side by side with your brothers and sisters. Chapter 7, the Ramadan reward system, level up your good deeds. Let's talk about rewards, because in Ramadan, they're not just for kids. This month is a spiritual goldmine, and every good deed you do, it's like earning double XP points for your soul. By day 6, you're more aware of your actions, your intentions. You're striving to be a better version of yourself. And that's the beauty of Ramadan. It's not just about abstaining from food and drink, it's about abstaining from negativity, from gossip, from anything that takes you away from your connection with God. Here's a mind-blowing fact. Over 1.8 billion Muslims around the world are observing Ramadan right now. 1.8 billion. That's like the entire population of China, India, and the United States combined. And we're all doing the same thing. Fasting, praying, seeking forgiveness. It's this incredible sense of unity that transcends borders, languages, and cultures. It's a reminder that no matter where you are in the world, during Ramadan, you're part of something much bigger than yourself. Let's be real, the moment the sun sets during Ramadan, it's basically a countdown to iftar. But before you dive headfirst into that plate of biryani, remember the sunnah, the way Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, broke his fast. Dates and water. Simple, right? But there's wisdom in that simplicity. Dates give you that instant energy boost after a long day of fasting, and water? Well, water is life. It's a reminder that even in our eagerness to break our fast, we should strive to follow the example of the Prophet, peace be upon him. Congratulations, my friends! You've officially conquered the first week of Ramadan. You've adjusted to the fasting, you've leveled up your spiritual game, and you've hopefully done some good deeds along the way. But the journey doesn't end here. In fact, it's just the beginning. Now's the time to reflect on the past week, identify areas where you can improve, and set your intentions for the rest of the month. Whether it's strengthening your prayer habit, reading more Quran, or connecting more deeply with your community, make the most of this blessed month. And that's a wrap on day 6. I hope you found this insightful, and maybe even a little bit inspiring. The journey of Ramadan is a deeply personal one, but remember, you're not alone. Millions of us around the world are on this journey with you. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more insights and facts about Ramadan. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content. See you next time.